So now we know all the properties of logarithms. So let's practice some questions now. 5 points are plotted on the graph y is equal to b to the power x. Okay. So these are the 5 points A, B, C, D and E. Based only on these 5 points, plot the corresponding points that must be on the graph of log of p of x. See, first of all, I am not converting this one into the logarithmic function. These are two functions which are inverse of each other. So in this question, we will understand how coordinates work when the two functions are inverse of each other. So basically these interchange their places. For example, this is x and y, and if I have to find the inverse, right, inverse, it will become y and x. The coordinates will become y and x. So that will be 0 and 1. B inverse will be 2 and 1. C inverse will be 4 and 2. See how I am interchanging the places. D inverse will be 8 and 3, and E inverse will be 16 and 4. So if I just plot them, A inverse is 0, 1. Okay, A inverse is, let's change the color. A inverse is 0, 1. B inverse is 2 and 1. C inverse is 4 and 2. D inverse is 8 and 3. E inverse is 16 and 4. 16 and here it is 4. So A inverse, B inverse, C inverse, D inverse, E inverse, these are the points for the inverse function when we just interchange their places. Now let's see one more property of inverse functions. They always form mirror images for the line y is equal to x. Suppose that is y is equal to x. Approximately, yes, this is y is equal to x. So if you notice, these A, B, C, D, E and A inverse, B inverse, C inverse, D inverse, E inverse, these are the mirror images of each other where the mirror is y is equal to x. So property 1, output and input interchange their places. Property 2, y is equal to x is considered as the mirror. Okay. So as we said, input and output change places. Let's see how this helps us for question number 2. Find the missing values. If x is decimal 37, y is 1.5. So see, bx is an exponential function and that is logarithmic function. That means the input and output will change the places. So here decimal 37 is the input and 1.5 is the output. Now in inverse function, 1.5 will be the input and decimal 37 will be the output. Just the opposite. 1.37 is input in the first function and it is output in the second function. 4.5 is output in the first function, so it will be input in our second function. Now 2.10 is output in the second function but input in the first function. So 10 is input here, 10 will be output here. Now similarly 3.10, 3.10, 30 and 30. So table is completed. We have to just interchange the places. Just another way of how you can get the questions. Now write the coordinates of the inverse function. What we have to do, if this is some function f of x, right? So inverse of this function, f inverse of x will be 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3. I'm only interchanging the places. 5, 4 and 6, 5. So this is about exponential and logarithmic. Now let's do some questions based on the properties we have done. And now we will be very careful because we have done all the properties. So first of all, we have to check which property is going to be used in this question, and then we will apply the property. Now my first question is log of 6 times 11. Now if I see the property log of m plus log of n is equal to log mn. This is our property, right? Now this side is given to us. That's okay. We will just convert them into the left hand side. So that will be equal to log of 6 plus log of 11. Okay. Now let's say question number 5 is log of 6 by 5 whole to the power 6. Now because I have a whole power over here, so first property that I am going to apply is log of m to the power n with the value is equal to n log of m. This is the first point I can see here. So that will be 6 log of 6 by 5. Now again, if I see this log of 6 by 5, so it's reminding us another property, log of m by n is equal to log of m minus log of n. So here log is single and m by n its value, but when you use the property log, m and n both will have their logs, but 6 will be with both. So I have to put parenthesis here, and that is log of 6 minus log of 5. Okay, now see the next question carefully. Here I am going to give power only to numerator, not to denominator. See, I have not put parenthesis over here. So question number 5th and question number 6th, these are different, right? So first I will do log of u to the power 4 as it is minus log of v. We are using this property, right? Now here I can use this property and write it as 4 log of u minus log of v. I hope that is clear. Now in next question, question number 7th, I will give power to denominator, not to numerator. So if power is only with either with numerator or with denominator, so first we apply this property. So here it will be log of x minus log of y of 5 is equal to log of x minus 5 log of y, right? So see, question number 5th, 6th and 7th, very little difference. I mean, the power is on the whole in the numerator and the denominator only. So how we change the way to solve the question? Okay, now let's take one question with, like here we have numerator and denominator. Here these are log of x times y times c whole squared. This square is with the whole, so that will be 2 log of, first we will apply this power rule, and then this 2 is with the whole thing, then I'll do log of x plus log of y, log of y, okay, log of y plus log of c. But if this power is with, let's say, c only, right? So that is log of x times y times z squared. Now the power is not with the whole, so first I'll apply the addition property, log of x plus log of y plus log of z squared. Now here I can apply the power rule. So that is log of x plus log of y plus 2 log of z, right? Okay, so I hope this property is clear how we deal with the powers. Now let's come up with another type of questions. Okay, let's do question number 10. Now I'll solve two questions. One is log of 6 by 3, right? 6 by 3. But here in question number 11, it is log of 6 and by 3 is the denominator of the whole thing with log 2. So these two questions are again different. So here that can be log of 6 minus log of 3, right? And here this 1 by, okay, that is solved. But this 1 by 3 is written as separate multiplication and we have to rewrite it like this. Now if my property is log of m to the power n is equal to n log of m, I can use it opposite to it, log of m to the power n like this. So here 1 by 3 will be the power. So that is log of 6 of 1 by 3 or log of cube root of 6. So we have to be very careful where the denominator is. Is it with the whole or it's with the number only, right? Okay. Now let's see a little bit of different version of it, like question number 12. It's 2 log 7 by 3. Now stop and try to do it on your own, and then can I write it as 2 by 3 log of 7, right? So that will be, first I am dealing with 2, not with 3, right? Or you can write it as 2 by 3. Okay, we can also do it like this. So that will, okay, where is 7? I forgot the 7. 7 to the power 2 by 3 is equal to log of 7 squared cube root. Be careful, if it is in the denominator, it has to be inside the v sign. Okay. Now try this one at your own. Natural log of x minus 3 natural log of y. Now I cannot apply log of m minus log of n here because this 3 is in multiplication and that property is only with log of m minus log of n or natural log of m minus natural log of n. So that means first I have to apply the power rule over here. That will be natural log of x minus natural log of y cubed. Now I can use it like this, natural log of x over y cubed. So here these questions and this one 13th, these are same. Okay, now let's do some, okay. Can you solve this? Just a question, log of x times log of 8? No, because the property is log of m times n is equal to log of m plus log of n. It has a single log, but here log is with x as well as with 8. That means you cannot simplify it further. It cannot be simplified, right? Okay. Now, let's do one more question. Suppose we have log of 5x is equal to log of 2x plus 9. Now both are equal. That means both logs are equal. That means 5x, value of 5x is equal to value of 2x plus 9. So I can write these are equal only if 5 of x is equal to 2x plus 9, subtracting 2x on both sides. So it's 3x is equal to 9, dividing by 3 on both sides. So x is equal to 3. Perfect. So we can equate it this way too. Okay, let's do one more. Which number is this? Question number 16th. Question 16th is 2 log 7 minus 2r is equal to 0. Now this question is like I have negative 2r and log always have these values positive. So it should be positive. But before that, let's see, can we apply any property? Yes, I can see 2 over here. So property is n log of m is equal to log of m to the power n. But here we have a base. So I can put the same base on both sides. That will be equal. So let's apply this property. Log of base 7 2r whole squared is equal to 0, right? So log of 7 of 4r squared is equal to 0. Now I cannot solve this, it's not that easy, but we have the inverse function 7 to the power 0 is equal to 4r squared. This is how these are convertible, right? What is the rule? Base to the power exponent is equal to some exponent, yes, is equal to some value, and its log version is log base, conversion is value is equal to exponent. So this is what I have done here. Anything raised to power 0 is equal to 1 4r squared, dividing by 4 on both sides. So r squared is equal to 1 by 4. Now always remember one thing. When you square root both sides, you always put plus minus sign. Because square of negative number or square of positive number, both are always positive. So always remember this thing. So r will be equal to plus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2. But here we have to go back to the question one more time and check from the basic question which value of r is going to give me this as the positive number. Because when it is log of b of a, right, this a should be a positive number. Log is not with negative numbers. So if I put r as negative 1 by 2, only then it will give me a positive value. So though r is 1 by 2 here is one of the solutions too, but with the basic question, only one value of r will work, which is negative 1 by 2. Many important points we are discussing over here, so be careful, like how to use different properties. Okay. Now here in this question, we had negative sign with the log. Let's see another question where we have, this is question number 17th. Okay, we have done so many questions. It's negative 2 log of 5, 7x is equal to 2. Now according to the property, this will come as power is equal to 2. Now that has to be positive, right? So if we go with the basic rule of exponents, that is the negative exponent rule, if a has some power which is negative and I reciprocate it, it will change its sign. So positive becomes negative, negative becomes positive. So here I am going to apply this property, 1 over 7x squared. Now this is positive, it's equal to 2. So log of 5 of 7 sevens are 49, x squared is equal to 2. Now again, because we need to find the value of the variable, so what we will do, we will write it as 5 to the I must have done, okay, I'll tell you one more way. So 5 squared is equal to 1 by 49x squared, right? Have I done something wrong? I think we should do it with other method. Like, why not divide by -2 on both sides, right? This whole question will be very simple. So 2 over -2. Do you think it's the right way? Yes, I think so. So that is -1. So log of 5 of 7x is equal to negative. In the previous one, I think I made some mistake, but this is anyways is the better way. So 5 raised to power -1 is equal to 7x. So dividing by 7 on both sides, 5 inverse by 7. Now because it has a negative power, so it can be written like this. So x is equal to 1 over 35. That is our answer. It works with squares too. Like, let's do one more question. Question number 18. Let's say, now let's put some base. Log of base 12 v square plus 35 is equal to log of 12 minus 12v minus 1. Now both are base 12. So v square plus 35 is equal to minus 12v minus 1. Adding 12v and 1 on both sides. So this equation will be v square plus 12v plus 36 is equal to 0. Now let's factorize it. So AC method, just apply the AC method. That will be v plus 6 and v plus 6 is equal to 0. So v is equal to -6. We have only one value, and let's recheck. If I put -6 here, yes, this will give me a positive value. So v is equal to -6 is the answer. I think we have done too much. So just practice this. I'll come up with one more session for practicing this log questions. So just try to do this whole thing first.